What are some of the things that you notice that you lost in that divorce?
Wow, that's a good question. What are some of the things that I noticed that I lost?
Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
first and foremost, I'll just start with, when my divorce happened, well, even before my divorce happened, I think if you guys go back to a couple podcasts, I talk about the details of my divorce and how it went down. But before my divorce has even happened, well, actually, yeah. So my wife walked out on me, and I didn't know what to do. She didn't want to be found. She wasn't texting me. Sorry, she did text me one time to let me know I needed to vacate the place that we were staying at, and that was it. And for 4 years, I had been doing everything to in my power, thinking that I was pleasing my wife or trying to please my wife. Working hard, um, you know, doing little things like buying gifts and trying to do things that I thought would make her happy. Now, of course, my mistake was I didn't know her love language. I didn't know her past either. But I say all that to say, through my marriage, throughout the entirety of it, the goods and the bads, I was really trying to be a good man, a good person, but I was trying to do it for her, and I wasn't doing it for me. I decided that once I got engaged, once I got married, that it was a happy wife, happy life, and I just needed to do things to make her happy, and that somehow would make the marriage happy. Well, it didn't, and when she finally walked out, the first thing I noticed I lost was my identity. I didn't know who I was.
Now hold on. Now let's back that up because happy wife, happy lives. We've talked about like all the details of the divorce and the relationship, but you said when she left, you lost your identity.
Well,
What do
that's
you
when
mean by that?
I guess that's when I noticed I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know who I was without her. I didn't know how to operate. I didn't know how to function. Everything was about her. To break that down, what I mean by not knowing how to function is I literally didn't know what I liked. I didn't have any aspirations to do anything else except try to be this good husband. And when she was gone and I lost that, I lost who I was in that process. That's what I mean by I lost my identity is when she walked out, especially afterwards, and I realized that, wow, I'm not going to be a husband anymore. I had to do some soul searching, man, because I was just lost. I was in a dark place of the reason I say not knowing who I was and not knowing what I like to do and not knowing anything about me is because when I say stuck, I was stuck. I was stuck mentally. I was stuck spiritually. I was even stuck physically to the point of just wanting isolation, wanting to be away from people, wanting to just hide from life. And that's what I mean by it. That's when I noticed I was just slipping more and more into darkness because I didn't know how to operate or be without her.